Welcome to episode 78. I'm at my favorite outdoor cafe. The weather's not so great here, but I have a glass of wine, so I'm happy. This is about the girl that I met at the swimming pool in Monaco, who was a dancer at the Lido Cabaret in Paris, and who her hero was. She wore a wristwatch, and it had her hero's face on it. I'll tell you about that. This is sponsored by you. buymeacoffee.com/Derek, DERIK, RAWSON, but you do an R. The link is below. Derek Rawson, but you do an R instead of an N at the end. And you can buy me a cup of coffee for €5 or a glass of wine, which is what this is. This actually costs €3, so it's a pretty good deal with peanuts. So it's sponsored by Sonostics.com, which created a device that you put under your feet when you're sitting at a desk, and it talks to your nervous system, and it makes your brain exercise a muscle in your lower leg, which is a pump, and it helps the heart pump blood, and it moves all the bodily fluids in your lower legs up to your upper body where they belong, and helps your heart. It lowers your blood pressure and helps your heart circulate better blood in your brain. And as a result, after 6 months, if there's cognitive decline, it goes away, okay? Because that's what's causing it, lack of blood flow in the brain. So it's a great company, and the man to talk to about it is Bruce Badeau. I'm putting his picture up, and he's at, Bruce Badeau at Outlook.com. That's how you get a hold of him, by email. And he has a phone number, 281, which you can see there. It's a great company. So we're taking it worldwide, and we're raising money and also looking for talent to help us do this. It's an existing company. It's a good product, and I've showed you a picture of it. That's it. Okay, to the story. What happened was I flew into Monaco. I flew from Paris to Nice, and then I got off the plane in Nice, and then the way you get into Monaco, since it does not have an airport, is you fly in by helicopter. And the helicopter lands at this hotel where I stayed, and I can't remember the name of it exactly, but it's right there. And that's where I stayed. It was in this hotel next to the helicopter port for Monaco. So everybody comes in, they walk by this hotel, or they fly into it. And I'm at the pool, right? And I see these beautiful girls. Oh my God, they're all tall, gorgeous girls, right? And there's a convention center across the street from this hotel, okay? And what happened was these girls were all with, they were practicing for the cabaret show for the Lido in Paris. And they do it in August, in the summertime. And so they were all in the swimming pool when they weren't working, right? And the girl that was sitting next to me, beautiful girl from, where was she from? Can't remember. I think it was Prague. Yeah, Czechoslovakia. Gorgeous girl. I started talking to her. She's very nice. And I asked her who her hero was. I don't know how this came up. And then she showed me her wristwatch. She said, "This is who I fell in love with when I was a child." She had a Mickey Mouse watch. Walt Disney was her hero. Interesting how that is, right? And then I asked her, I said, "Well, what do you do, in the show?" And she had sunglasses on, and she pulled them down low over her nose, and she looked at me and she said, "Derek, I do nothing. I do nothing. I just walk around." And I went, okay, so that's what she does. And then, of course, later, as I got to know her, she lost her key to her room and lost some other things, and disaster. Beautiful girl, but, So that was how I met. And all her girlfriends were from the Lido. So we had these beautiful girls in the swimming pool. I was there for a week. And then, of course, I told the story already. When I left Monaco, I got on the train to go up north, because I was going to the Eclipse in Reims, which is in northern France. And on that train that's the train where the girl crawled into my bed at night because she couldn't see. and she was a tango dancer. So that's what happened after I stayed at the hotel at the heliport. And I can't remember the name of the hotel. So that's my story today, is you never know in Europe what's going to happen next. But if you want to meet beautiful girls, go to the summertime to the hotel that's right next to the heliport, and they're all there every year practicing. And I think Moulin Rouge practices there, and the Lido and the Crazy Horse, all of them, right? So it's a tip. You want to meet gorgeous, tall girls, but not too bright, some of them. Anyway, that's my story. It's the end of episode 78. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what you can do to help me out here. You can subscribe. That's free. It just gives you a notification every time I make a new podcast post. And all my podcasts are marked EP for episode. This is episode 78. And if you're, and then also you can share this, show your friends how crazy I am. That'd be fun. More activity here, the better. And you also can make a comment or ask me questions about, you know, what happened with me. Oh, by the way, all these girls were topless, of course, right? At the pool, right? So that's normal in France. And then you can also, what do you do next? Yes, you could go to YouTube. If you're on the YouTube application, you'll see some end tags at the top. There are 3 of them. The one on the top right is to subscribe. That's free. Click on that. And then the one on the left top is something that I can send you to. It's another podcast that's related to this one. And then the third one is on the lower left, and that is a playlist. And if you click on that, you get a list of all my podcasts from 78 all the way down to 1. And it has a list, so you can choose what you want to look at, and look at the titles, and explore. You know, and they're always going to be there. YouTube videos last forever, you know, so that's it. So that's how you could help me get more activity on this channel. And this is a channel, just so you know. So there are other things on here besides my podcast. There are tango videos. I love to dance tango, so that'll be on here. It's tango videos and other things. So it is a... Yes, so this is the end of episode 78. So I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.